Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about my upcoming plans and why I decided to do what I'm doing. And first of all, I've posted it. It's not like my first announcement or anything, but I'm doing an INBF slash WNBF show, and it's going to be in Sacramento in July. I want to say it's July 16th. It's a Saturday. So I'm going to start prep in April, I believe. April, May, June. Yeah, like maybe the second week of April or something. I want to do like a 10-week cut. Last time I did 14 weeks and I felt like it was just, he had me ready really soon, which was great, but it was too much for me, I think. And I think if I shave off 4 weeks, we'll still be fine. And then also, I think because this is a natural division and they're not looking for bikini division to look like really hard and cut and things. So it's more of like a bikini model type look is what they have under their description for what they're looking for. It's still taking into account all the things that, skin complexion, makeup, hair, bikini, but like also your body as well. So yeah, it's just kind of the nature of the bikini division and just the fact that it's not super hard and cut and vascular and striated, and that's just what it is. So yeah, I'm just staying in bikini division just because I like the bikini. I like the idea of like walking out and doing those poses as opposed to doing a lat spread. I feel like if they want to keep it feminine, they could still add some flexing just for fun, just like fun personality, like go up there and like flex your bicep or, like kind of flash your traps or something would be fun to do. But anyways, so I did switch from the NPC to a natural division, and part of it is because I had emailed my coach and I'm like, hey, I'm looking, to kind of do a natural show, but there's also an NPC here and there and whatever, and it's just more convenient because that's what we have here in Northern California. He was like, well, unless you want to get on something, then you should do a natural federation. And that makes sense because a lot of bikini girls even are getting on things that are illegal in general, they're illegal. But if you're not doing a natural federation or a natural show, then they're not going to drug test you, and the chances of the competitors being on something are much higher.
You tried that, now give it back. You tried that, now give it back. You tried that, now give it back. You tried that, now give it back.
So I would like to go pro, obviously, and like be given credit for hard work and dedication, but not everybody can just go pro, and it takes time, it takes money. You have to really put in a lot. Like you have to do a lot of shows and know the right people and have the right trainer and have connections, and there's just politics involved. Some people I think get through, but most people know somebody and you get to know the judges. And my point is just that there's other things involved, as well as spending a ton of money and not getting any money in return, really, unless you get a sponsorship, which not a lot of people get sponsorships to help them pay for all of the costs of competing. So if you're doing it just because you love it, like me, or I feel like I'm lying because I don't love it. It's a love-hate. If you love-hate it like me, or you just love it like me, and you're just doing it for like a bucket list, a one-time thing, or once a year, like I tend to do, or I did 2 last year and then 1 the year before, but I'm probably just going to do 1 this year. Like in the NPC, when you get nationally qualified, you have to go to a national contest, which is like $500 just for registration. What I checked on one of them, and then I imagine it's even more for a professional show. And if your sponsor's not paying for that, it's just a lot of money for nothing. For what? Just to say that you're a pro, just to say you're nationally qualified, just to say you went to a national show. Like, that's not worth it to me. Maybe if I didn't have a family and kids and had a bunch of money to spend on myself, but even then I would like want to travel and do something that wasn't calorie restricting. But anyways, so yeah, so I just feel like if you're not like so serious about doing it that you want to take drugs or estrogen blockers or testosterone or some kind of crazy like water thing or There's so many different supplements out there, legal and legal, but a lot of them are illegal for natural federations. So you should see the list of like things that are no's, a list of no's, or I don't know, the things that you're tested for, the things that you can't take for a natural show. It's really crazy. Like they want you natural. So yeah, if you're and even if you are a serious athlete and you're natural, you can be serious in a natural division. There's nothing wrong with that. But here's the other thing: NPC is huge, IFBB is huge, and there's natural federations that are bigger-ish, but not as big as the WNBF or the IFBB and NPC. And so it makes it harder to do a natural show because there's not as many of them. But like, I just feel like that's the right thing to do. That's what most people should do. You're judged more fairly because you're not being judged against other people that are taking performance enhancing, aesthetically enhancing drugs. And then you get more stage time too in this particular federation. And I think a lot of the natural federations, they don't necessarily have nationals because the overall winner in each division gets their pro card to do a professional show. So that's extra exciting, and it kind of like, buffs out the fact that it's going to be a smaller show. And like my last show, I was really bummed that I only had one other person in my division. But if you get more stage time and there's only one other person, and then you compete in an overall, and then you win overall, and then you become a professional, like that's really cool. And I just think my outlook needs to be a little bit better. And I just found myself being in kind of like a bad mood on show day with NPC because there wasn't like a warm feeling. I didn't feel like the people that put on the show did a very good job of making it personal and, trying to help the athletes have a really good experience. There were no mirrors. Like it was just and people backstage were really rude. All the guys were like just really rude. The first NPC show I did was with Texas Shredder. That's what they call him. And actually it was called the Texas Shredder. And he also did a natural show. I forget what it's called. Texas State Naturals, I think. And I thought he went to a natural federation, but I just got an email that he's back with NPC, so I'm confused. But anyways, his name's Dave Gooden. And I love his shows. Like, I would do another show if I lived close enough. He had shirts for us. They had, like, I think little gift bags, like, with samples. You could tell it was very personal. Like, I knew who he was. His wife, his daughters were involved with it. And, was it Texas State Naturals? No, it was the Texas Shredder. But we were drug tested in that one too, so it was a natural show. But yeah, that made it feel so good. And it was a really big show, actually. And he still made it feel personal. And then you go to these shows, and it's like they're just, what is that called? Hauling around like cattle, like, herding you around like cattle. And I don't know, everybody just, I don't know, I just didn't like it. And so I'm hoping that this natural division will be better. And I think I just got spoiled with Dave Gooden for my first show and had expectations. And then the girls were so serious over here in California. Not that they're not in Texas, but like Texas, they were a little nicer. Here, they're like, how did you do? And it's like, can't we just have fun and not like, there's only going to be so many of us that do really well. And like, just have fun. And I don't know. So I just feel like we need to start a movement like Kara Corey on YouTube, and I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram. She has always been somebody that I've looked up to from the beginning, started a YouTube channel before I did, so I followed her like since before I started my YouTube channel, inspired me to do that. And she's just really real, and I just really like her. And she switched over and did a natural competition. She's done them before, and then she switched to NPC, and now she's doing, I think she did INPF, and now she's INBF. I forget what she did. She did a different one, and then IFPA, I think, and then now she's doing an INBF because they're kind of like coming in together. But anyways, I just think that's really great of her to like make that leap. And it kind of gave me the courage to do it too, because there's something about like wanting to compete in the NPC and like beat the other girls that might be on something, or you know, for Kara, like she's natural and she doesn't have a breast augmentation, and so for her to go and just be like, I can do this and I'm the underdog and I'm still gonna come out on top type of thing, like that feels extra good. But again, like it's like, why should I kill myself and look amazing and still, you know, not reach the achievements or get the, I don't know, satisfaction from the show that I want, that I could get, you know, from a natural show, or I don't know. So I've kind of just like swallowed some pride in leaving the NPC and just being like, you know what? I'm going to let you guys do your thing. I'm going to go have fun at a natural show. I'm going to be fairly judged. I'm going to get my stage time. They don't just walk out, do front, but I mean, you're not going to be pushed off the stage, you know, 10 seconds and leave. It's going to be, I think you walk out to the middle, then you kind of go to the side, and then you go back to the middle, and I think maybe even a side pose. And I need to look into the posing, and I plan on going to a seminar. There should be one before my show, like in April or something like that I'm going to go to. And then it'll be really awesome because I get to watch Kara, because she's doing a show in the same federation in April and my show's in July. So that'll be good for me to watch her and like just learn from her as I prepare for my show. So I am excited about this, to do it better, to do the prep better, to have a better attitude, and just conquer the mental issues that come with prep. And yeah, so I'm really excited about it. And I think I might even get a new bikini if I don't end up spending money on other things. I just have this thing about like money. I'm kind of cheap, and I just want to go out and do fun things, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money on a show necessarily, when I could spend it like vacationing with my family and going somewhere cool. So and then we're moving at the end of July to Oahu. My husband's graduating from the language school over here in Monterey. Why am I drawing a blank? Shoot, I'm the worst military wife ever. But anyways, the language school over here in Monterey. That's gonna really bug me. Anyways, he learned Mandarin, and he's also a Portuguese and Spanish linguist, and he's doing really well, so I'm proud of him. Shout out. And so yeah, he's gonna graduate, then he does a bunch of training, and then we leave at the end of July. So, and then I'm gonna join a friend that I met here. Actually, she's over in Oahu, and her husband's military, and she did my last show with me, so I'm excited to see her. She's not competing necessarily anymore. I think she's trying for a baby or something, but that'd be cool to have one friend at least on an island. So that's it for now. That's where my plans are. I encourage all of you to join the natural movement. If you're natural, go to a natural federation, and let's give credit where it's due, not only to yourself, but like to the federations. And it's not to say that natural federations aren't gonna, you know, have some of the bad qualities of NPC, but I just feel like I'm gonna talk to I think it's Tina and Bob Bell. They're the people that throw the shows, the INBF shows. I'm still trying to get it straight, and so far she's been great. She's emailed me back. She's been like prompt, and that's like a pet peeve of mine. If you're a business person, you should like be on top of things and timely and respond in a timely manner and things like that. So yeah, and that's my story, and screw you, NPC. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, part of the NPC can be great, but they just really need to switch things up and start. I think every federation needs to like just get on top of their bikinis, girls. That's what he said. But you know, get on top of the division and really just like figure it out and try and make it fair, and you know, have the athletes, you know, really have a good experience. You know, like do your best to give them the experience that they deserve after all that they've done and all the money that they're putting into the show. So I appreciate the organizers and all that they go through and do. But like, yeah, why do all that and then have your athletes hate their experience, you know? That's not how I'd want to do it if I ever organized a show. Maybe I will. I don't know. But anyways, I will see you guys next time.